Hi, Mark. Welcome to Technically Speaking. Today, we're going to talk about conversational AI. And I think everybody knows that Mark and I hate buzzwords, but we have no choice but to use a buzzword in this description. Conversational AI is a set of techniques that have become more and more effective over the last couple of decades. Until now, they're almost mind-blowingly cool. We're going to have two segments. One will be around conversational AI, its history and its growth into various use cases where we see our customers taking advantage of it. And the second will be parallel use cases, but specifically in healthcare, where conversational AI is changing the landscape for how care is obtained and delivered. Mark, take it away, my dude.
People have been trying to get machines to speak to them or to write or to pull meaning out of since I think the beginning of people. But the big kind of trend started probably about the 1200. There were these Kabbalah scribes that were taking combinations of the characters of the Jewish alphabet, and they had this machine that could put them together in various combinations, and they started trying to derive some sort of timeless messages out of this. And hey, that's where Kanye's music comes from, is actually from that sort of technique. Move forward, 1950s, a guy named Alan Turing. Everybody knows Alan Turing. He came up with this white paper that basically posited, can machines think? And basically his answer was, if they can fool a human into thinking they're thinking, then they're thinking. I think a lot of us geeks, we call that the Turing Test. The idea being I give questions to a machine, it gives me back an answer. If I can't tell the answer from what a human would have come up with, then it passes the Turing Test. 66, guy named Weizenbaum came up with a program called Eliza. And this program ran on a mainframe. You went to a teletype and you typed in a question. And basically all it did was linguistically fragment the sentence, rearrange it and reflect it back to you. So if it started and said, how are you today? And you said, I feel a little bit sad, it would then kind of reflect back, why are you a little bit sad? And it turned out that the people that Weizenbaum had using Eliza wouldn't leave. They got like magnetically stuck to Eliza. So he finally told everyone, hey, it's a computer program. It's not really a therapist. Did not deter people in the least. In fact, they became quite a bit more addicted to it because they now had a non-judgmental sounding board that wasn't going to dog on them or tell their secrets or whatever. And so this has now been dubbed the Eliza Effect, that when talking to a computer, people tend to open up a little bit more than they would with just regular conversations, let's say with a therapist. Weizenbaum, this freaked him out. Like he was like, oh my gosh, this is, the root of all evil. He became one of the staunchest critics of AI generated language. He believed it was going to be the downfall of mankind.
Mark.
Yeah.
There was a great documentary called The Matrix, which described how AI was the downfall of humankind. And, I don't know if that happened in the future or in the past in that documentary, but it is something that we should consider.
I know. Hang on. We're going to get to the Terminator.